Today we're in beautiful Tucson, Arizona, and I am reviewing my wife's DV9 with a -2 angle set, which puts it at 65.5-degree head tube angle, which I think is pretty close to perfect on any hardtail. So we're gonna see if that slacker head angle ruins an otherwise great bike, or if it makes a great bike even better. So if you haven't already seen my review of this bike, go watch that, and the video where I installed the angle set. That will answer a lot of your questions. We're gonna go take it out for a nice blue intermediate ride, a nice XC ride that's got some stunning views, some good climbs, some good descents, just a great overall trail to see if this gives up anything with that slacker head angle. I'm used to slack hardtails. The reach feels ever so slightly shorter. Feels like it's been brought back a centimeter. So I'd want to run a 50 mil stem on this, but it's not bad. Seat angle feels the same because it is the same. So on long fire road climbs, has it given up anything? Oh, maybe 3% slow speed balance, where you need to turn the bars to stay balanced. Slacker bikes in general tend to feel slightly more sluggish, and you need to balance with your knees more than with the bars. So yeah, it has lost a little bit there. Not a significant amount though. Still feels like a light, zippy bike. All right, now we get our first little downhill. Still has that playful rear end. Let's see if it can fix what I hate the most about this bike, is that it makes you steer with the bars with hand input instead of feet input. Oh, still very fun to manual. Okay, it's way more composed on this chunk. Little bumps affect the steering less, which I really like. I'm going faster than I should be on this trail, on this bike. Yeah, that's fun. It does want to turn with the feet more than the hands now, which is what I'd hoped it would fix. Oh, this frame is a joy. Still has that really cool characteristic of not beating you up. I need to take it easier. Oh, that bike wants to bomb down hills now. Oh, that is fun. I'm with my friends Mackie and Dave. They're on their big enduro bikes. I'm on my 120 mil wife's hardtail. Guess what? I'm still having a ton of fun. Just not at the speeds they're going, and I'm okay with that. This bike feels so much more modern with this slacker head angle. So Mackie's on his enduro bike and I still can't keep up with him, which just goes to show it's all about the rider, not the bike. I'm also riding this bike with clipless pedals today, and I think it's how this bike is meant to be ridden. One thing I am noticing a little bit, I wish the seat angle was a tiny bit steeper. It didn't bother me before, but I've been riding a steeper seat tube angle bike lately and I kind of miss it. Another thing you notice on this, mostly on the climbs, is that the wheelbase is slightly longer in front, maybe an inch, which gives it stability on the downs, but takes away a tiny bit on switchbacks. So by running this slacker, I feel like this bike leaves the XC category a little bit and moves more into the trail category, more of an all-rounder, a little bit more of a charger, which is what I like in a bike. But if you like more of the XC stuff, or you're racing, or you like to steer with the bars more, you might prefer it in its stock form. I was talking to my wife about it when I changed it, and she took it on a ride, and she said it was better in every way. She does not miss it at all. And we're both used to enduro bikes and slacker stuff. but that doesn't mean it's right for you. We're also running a 44 mil offset fork, if that matters to you. I don't feel a huge difference in fork offset between 44 and 52 or whatever, but I do feel a difference in the head angle, and I feel like this is an improvement for my riding style. Oh, that was sneaky. So beautiful up here. This bike still keeps its sprightly, peppy nature. I still love how stiff it is when you pedal and it accelerates, but it doesn't beat you up on the downs as much. It's still not like a supple titanium frame. If you guys are curious what I feel about frame materials, especially as they relate to hardtails, check out the video on the top right. I cover that topic extensively. Had a lot of good feedback about it. People learned a lot, so check it out. Yeah! Look at all these beautiful Ocotillo. They're super spiny plants, but the leaves are coming out on them. And pretty soon the flowers will come out, and they are so beautiful when that happens. I love spring in the desert. I'm gonna let those guys go ahead because they are going way faster than I am. I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. Oh yeah, this bike likes to be leaned a lot more with that slacker head angle. I love it. What a beautiful trail. Most dangerous part is looking off and soaking that in. Wow. It's weird, when I reviewed this in its stock form, I said it didn't feel like a dirt jumper. Some hardtails do. With the slacker head angle, it feels more like a dirt jumper, which is really weird. I think it must be how it steers. It just feels a lot more fun to ride at speed to me. Oh, this is the perfect trail for this bike. So many little roller pumps. Yeah, Dave. Oh yeah, this completely fixed the steering issues I didn't like before. Holy cow. This bike's rocks. Yeah, so good. Oh man, this is good. Yeah, this bike really wants to lean now, which I love. So good. A little bit more modern feel. Get over the front a little more, charge a little more, steer with the feet, not the hands. I like it. You can still steer with the bars if you want, but before it had a preference to steer with the bars, now it doesn't. Pretty neutral steering right now. I love it. Oh, this is a joy of mountain biking right here. So good. The chainstay length feels perfect for this style of riding. Not too long, not too short. Still hopping around. Really maneuverable bike on these switchbacks. Oh, what a treat. Now this bike rewards proper footwork. Oh, that's a joy. Yeah. Woo! What a trail. The only thing holding this bike back now are the tires. They're Maxxis Forecasters, and they're a nice, light, loamy tire. I don't completely trust them in this kitty litter sand. So, does 2 degrees make a difference on a headset? Absolutely, especially a hardtail. Oh, this is so good. Oh, perfect. There is one major downside to this bike with the 2-degree slacker. Your cheeks are gonna hurt from grinning. This is so freaking fun. I'm not affiliated with Ibis. I never have been. I wish they offered the bike like this out of the package. That'd be amazing. Oh, I've been smiling for the last half an hour. Permagrin, so good. A lot of that's this trail, but what a good combination, this bike with this trail. It's a lot less scared on the chunk. Oh, the corner's so good now. So fun. On technical climbs, I don't mind the slacker head angle. Lets me drop off steep stuff a little better. A little bit harder to track stand at almost 0 speed. But I'm talking like 3% harder. That is the only drawback. And the shorter reach, but you fix that with a little bit longer stem. This is the bike Ibis should have made, but I get it. It's an XC race bike. It's not an all-around trail bike. Oh, this brings back all the joys of riding a hardtail for me. It's still a hardtail, it's still stiff. If you're used to full suspensions, it's gonna beat you up if you're used to that squishy rear end. If you know how to ride a hardtail well, or you're a lighter rider, or you want something lighter, holy cow, give this thing a try. Especially with that headset reducer. Man, it's so quick to sprint up stuff. That rear end just gets stiff when you lay down the power. I love it. You know how an epic day on the bike comes down to the trail you ride, the weather, the people you're with, and everything clicking into place? Today's one of those days. It could be the great friends that I'm with. I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. It could be this amazing scenery, which also has a lot to do with it. But I feel like this bike is meant for me now with this head angle slacker like that. I really like it. It came alive. It's probably, no, it is my first choice for a lightweight trail bike that still rips on the downs. I wouldn't ride it on an enduro. I wouldn't ride it on when I'm trying to get the fastest time ever down something, but I would totally get it for long days in the saddle, for XC stuff, because I don't race XC and I don't do tons of XC, so to me it's XC enough to cover that ground. But just an all-rounder for people who like going fast, covering lots of distance, want a light bike that's snappy but doesn't beat you up. Man, this thing is really special with that slacker head angle. So if you haven't already seen my other videos, I encourage you to check the video of my review of this out with the stock head angle. And I also encourage you to check out my other video of when I put the angle set in, so you can see what that whole process is like. Thanks for watching. There's a party in the mountains and you're invited.